Hey everyone, I want to do a quick video about these little gadgets that have helped me save hundreds and hundreds of dollars and really round out my power tool collection. Quick little overview here. I've got three different brands of power tools. Obviously there's more, but this will be a good representation of what these pieces are capable of doing. Let's start right down here. So this is obviously a Makita drill, and there's the battery for it. I got my first set of power tools that I acquired a couple of years ago were these Makitas, and I love Makita. They make some great products, and I especially love their batteries and their charging system. The way that it keeps the battery cool, the BMS, the sensing. All the nice things they have baked in their batteries really make them last a long time. I have many family members that are in the construction industry, and we've got the whole range of various brands and what have you, and by far the Makita batteries have performed the best and lasted the longest for all my family members who have them. So that's why I started out with that. But come to find out, you need more tools than just drills and what have you. And I like to find the right tool for the right job. And if I can get one that works the best at what it does, I like that. So in my research, I discovered that the oscillating tool that Milwaukee makes is far superior than any other brand, Makita included. Again, this is just my personal opinion and what I've done research on, but I love that oscillating tool, and I knew I wanted to get that. Needed to clean up the messes that I was making with these tools, and needed a cordless shop vac. And once again, in doing research, Milwaukee, Makita, all make shop vacs that run on their battery platforms. And obviously so does Ridgid. However, Ridgid by far outperforms the competition when it comes to just airspeed and suction and what have you, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a vacuum that really sucked, right? So anyway, the problem though with going between different platforms is, Ridgid has their own battery, Milwaukee has their own battery, Makita obviously has their own battery, and the tools aren't that expensive, but when you start factoring in batteries, chargers, all of that, it becomes extremely expensive and difficult to switch platforms. So that's where these little gadgets come in. It's this right here. I've got two of them. This is the one for the Milwaukee, and then this one right here is for the Ridgid. So let me show you how this works. Really, really cool. So if I take this, I'm going to use my foot so I can hold the camera and do this hopefully one-handed. Slide that in. There goes the Makita drill, just great. Okay. Take this off. Need to invest in a tripod or something so that I can do this a little easier. So this right here allows for the adaptation of the Milwaukee battery to a Makita battery. They're both the 18-volt platform. You got to make sure that matches. Obviously, this is a third-party piece of equipment. I'll leave links down in the description for these. But they're not endorsed or approved by any of the brands here. So obviously, use at your own risk. And you cannot, put this on this battery and try to charge it from a Milwaukee charger. Say you must use the charger approved for the battery. So in my case, I have the Makita battery. In order to charge this, I must use the Makita charger. So just bear that in mind. But in terms of discharge, it's pretty easy here. So this just slots in here like Makita battery would, just like that, or Milwaukee I should say. And then the Makita battery slides in, and watch this. It's on. Obviously my little thing fell out because I don't have a blade, but the light turned on and away it went, and running off the Makita battery. Let's look at the Ridgid next. All right. So same thing goes with this. You've got the slot for the Ridgid battery right there. And you can see here, this adapter has the slots for the Ridgid adaptation, and then this side here is for the Makita battery. So let's slot this in. This goes up here. All right, it's connected. And then once again, slot the Makita battery in. And there you go. So now I can use all of my batteries that I have that are Makita brand, and power all these additional tools from these other brands, making it much, much less expensive to get into, different platforms and still be able to run them. Now, certain things, you might have noticed that there's a cover that usually goes here. Because of the extra thickness that this adapter creates, this battery would interfere with the cover. I just took it off. It's sitting on my shelf. It doesn't impact the function of the vacuum at all, but does change the aesthetics a little bit. And so that's a risk you take, right? Obviously, Ridgid products are engineered to be used with their batteries. And so, if it's a tight slot for one reason or another, or something like this, this creation of adapters and what have you will not work. So obviously do your research and do your checking. But for a very small amount of money, I think they're less than $30, you can get your multi-$100 battery to work with these other tools and pick them up. But what I like to do is I just watch the sales, and I'll pick up things that are on sale, and I don't have to worry about powering them, because I've got a number of these adapters. So anyway, hopefully that information is helpful, and hopefully ends up saving you some money, and you can more easily expand your tool options. Once again, links are down in the description for these various adapters. There's a lot that go from different batteries, and you can adapt from a Milwaukee battery to Makita, etc. So anyway, whatever your use case, they've got an adapter for it. But I'll link a few down in the description, and like the video and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.